Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, family and friends. Back again. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. It's a difficult subject to speak about, but as a public service announcement, it's kind of my job to talk about this subject. So I'm going to let you guys know what's on my mind. Most of you know that recently my mother passed, and that's part of what I'm going to be talking about today. I am a licensed family services counselor, and basically what that means is I primarily work with funeral homes, hospice, nursing home facilities, retirement homes, and I help people plan their end-of-life situation. And that can come in several different forms, whether it's, helping you work through going through a funeral home or things like that, making sure you have enough coverage to pay for the things that you need, as well as aftercare, which consists of grief counseling, as well as resources to help you deal with loss. So for those of you that have my phone number, I'm just letting you know you can call me and ask questions if you need to or if you want to, whether it's before you've had a loss, helping prepare you for loss, or even after a loss of a family member. If you don't have my phone number directly, you can always use Messenger, because if you're watching this, you have me on Facebook, so you can use Messenger and I'll respond, if not the same, within the hour, the next morning at the latest. A lot of people, when they're thinking about this subject, they get life insurance, which is great. That's not a problem. But what they don't tell you is that the life insurance companies don't always pay out until they have a death certificate. And the only way in Texas for you to get a death certificate is after you've gone through a funeral director and they order it for you. So if you have a life insurance policy that you're expecting to cover your final arrangements, understand that if it requires a death certificate, you're going to have to pay up front, and then the life insurance basically pays it back. Some life insurance companies will give you, for lack of a better term, a payday loan before they get a death certificate, but they take a percentage out of the life insurance policy in order to give you that money up front. A lot of people don't know that. So again, if you have questions regarding that, whether someone is imminent or even if it's somebody that's 20 years old, I can answer those questions for you, give you a little bit better understanding. If it's a situation where it's after a loss, whether it was yesterday or last year or 10 years ago, I can get you resources for counseling, as well as how to deal with, how to deal with loss. I know that's a little bit different than what I normally talk about, but it is kind of an important subject, so I wanted to give you guys that opportunity and let you know that I'm here for you if you need. Thank you again for watching my video. And again, like I said, if you have questions, you can always call me, or you can send it in Messenger. If you don't want it to be so public, I understand. You guys have a good afternoon, and thank you again.